afternoon. Welcome to Jersey City Free Public Library, Adult Crafts with Miss Ebony. And today I will be doing flower topiary. So these are like your paper flowers that you could just pretty much decorate however you want, however you please. This is something that I could have on my desk or at my workstation or my living room at home. So what you would need are foam balls for your felt flowers. You would need barbecue skewers, green yarn, you need felt flowers. I purchased these off of Amazon. The yarn you can get from Dollar Store or Michael's. The barbecue skewers you can get from the Dollar Store. I also have flat back pearls. I got these from Amazon, but I'm pretty certain you can get these from Michael's as well. I have scissors. I have my felt leaves I already traced and cut out, along with the leaves that I printed out. You can choose whichever one you please. I chose that one. You would need a hot glue gun. You can use crazy glue, but hot glue gun is better for me because I tend to be a little clumsy at times. And that's it. So, when starting these, 9 times out of 10, your felt flowers are already separated by color and shapes. I have 2 different shapes and 2 different colors. I chose these 2 because I am representing Jersey City Free Public Library today. So, what I did, you can choose any color you want. Just throwing that out there. So, what I did, I put these 2 together, and then I had my flat back pearl. See it because I want to drop it. So with that, you will hot glue all 3 of these together. So normally what I do is hot glue the pearl first. Put it in the middle. And then what I do, take the front part of your flower and hot glue the back of it, so that way you can glue it onto your other flower. So that's the final product for that one. And what you would do at this point, start gluing your flowers. I do have a couple more I need to glue on, so I will get that out the way so I can move on. If you want, instead of having to hot glue the flat back pearls, I would also suggest getting the needles that you would use when you're normally sewing or designing a dress or something like that. I would say those would be easier because you could just pretty much poke these right through your styrofoam. So normally this part right here, this would be your time to glue. This would be the time for you to talk to your friends, family members, whoever, just to pass the time for this. Because this is, I'm not going to say time consuming. If you're having fun, it won't be. So, altogether, I should have 12 of these, 4 of these. Same goes for this. All I did was just reverse the colors. So at this point, what you would do is pretty much just start gluing them on however you like. But first, I would normally poke a hole on the bottom. Can't really see it, but there's like dots on the bottom of this. So this would be my pinpoint of where I can stick this skewer in. So you could do either one. You can either start gluing your flowers onto the foam ball, or what you can do is start wrapping your barbecue skewer with the green yarn. So what I would do is take your guys glue and glue the very bottom of your stick. And then I would just keep turning. I would just turn the stick so that way it's easier for me to just keep it going. Make sure you don't have too many open spaces. Make sure that you're not also twisting on the same spot where you have bulges. It's up to you if you want, but I prefer not. So I'm just flowing, taking my yarn, and just moving my stick. That's all I'm doing, is really moving my stick. I'm not moving my hands to move the yarn. And then once you feel as though you have some open spaces, you can just squeeze the yarn. Every time you twist, you can just squeeze up, push it up, so that way you don't have any open spaces. And this will take about a couple of minutes if you're very particular about your projects, such as myself. You can choose whichever color you want as well. I just try to keep it along with the theme of whatever I'm doing. So I just decided to keep it green, but you could go with whatever flower you choose. Like with the pink and purple ones I did over here, I could have chose pink, I could have chose purple, I could have chose white, but I wanted to keep it flower-like. Almost done. And the thing with this, you do not want to put the yarn all the way up to the top, because the top of this is going to be inside your foam ball. So no matter how you look at it, it's not going to be made all the way. So just keep turning. I'm almost done, guys. Like I said, this would be a good time to like talk to your friends or whoever you're doing this craft with. Me, I'm more of a music listener, so I normally have my music blasting in the back just to keep me busy and keep me going. But keep it very simple today. So at this point, you pretty much just stop. Right when you almost get to the top, I'm choosing to stop here because the ball is going to basically cover this. So at this point, you would take your glue gun, you will glue right where the top of your string is, and then just wrap it around, so that way your string isn't coming loose. Then you can just cut. Alright, so your stick should look like this at this point. Now, like I said, you could do either one first. You can either do your flowers first, or you can do your stem, whichever one you prefer. So now this would be the perfect time for you to get comfortable and start gluing. Now you can choose however many flowers you want. And you can choose how you want to do it as well. I try to do the best as I can with these things, so don't judge me if mine doesn't come out, too perfect. We're not here to judge anybody. This is your craft. You do as you please. Flowers, you don't want to keep them too flat. You want to at least be able to put them up somewhat together like that, so that way it can just fluff up. Basically, keep going until you hit the bottom or where your stick is. So if you have completed this part before doing the gluing of the flowers, you can stick this in so you have an idea of where you're at with it. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned that you will need some glue sticks for your hot glue gun. And it is a little tricky with this, so you have to be careful when you deal with new hot glue gun sticks. So as I mentioned before, you can do big flowers, small flowers with these. I did small flowers with these, and I did medium and small flowers with this particular one. But it's all in whichever you choose. Like I said, I'm not here to judge. Heads up, make sure everything is together because you do not want any of your product coming off in the future. So far, this is how my flower is looking. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I chose these colors. Not only because I'm representing the library, but it is an interesting color as well. Boom. This is how your flower should look. You can go back and lift some of the edges up so that way it could be puffed, look a little more full. It's up to you. You can leave them flat. However, now for the last part of your flower topiary, you need your 2 leaves that you have cut out and put to the side. So what I would do normally is take your leaf and then you would normally glue this part, this small part, up until a little past it. So it should be glued up to that point. Now be careful when you're dealing with this part because being that the hot glue does dry fast, you need to be very on point with it. One flower. And for the last, you do the same thing for the other flower, and then you will take that part and then you will put it a little lower than what you initially put for the first one. You have your flower topiary, folks. We are completely done. Now I can just add this over here. Boom. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in to Adult Craft with Miss Eb, or Miss Ebony, whichever you prefer. And catch me next week for a happy hour, because I do have some special drinks for you. Thank you. Enjoy your day.